Hi there, how are you? This is Bridget Rau with Divine Essentials. So, a couple of weeks ago I put out a video to get the questions for the channeling from the Pleiadian Emissaries of Light. And we have quite a few that came in. So I am going to channel the answers. I've already opened the vortex, so to save some time on the recording because it takes a while for them to upload and it's a little late. So I'm going to just go right in, but if you feel that you want to connect with that energy that's open, just, imagine opening your own vortex. The past couple of Q&A videos that I did, I've opened the vortex in that, so you can always go watch the beginning of one of those and then come over here to get the answers to the questions, okay? We are here. We are the Pleiadian Emissaries of Light, and we are very pleased to communicate with you tonight. We see that you have very many questions to ask at this time, and we would be very happy to bring you the answers to your questions. The first question was sent in asking how many Earth lives this person has lived and what are the starseed origins of this person. We understand your question, and from a multidimensional view, we would say that you've lived infinite amount of lives on the earth because you live in a reality that is third dimensional. You do not understand that everything is infinite, everything is co-created, and it is experienced in multiple planes, multiple timelines, multiple places. And so the current earth life that you are living is actually playing out in other dimensions. It is playing out in other realities. It is rippling out across. And so you are always presented multiple versions of the existence that you are in. And it is about the vibration that you are in that will dictate which one of those experiences that you are experiencing. However, for your question, we understand what you mean, and you are asking simply, from your third dimensional perspective, how many earth lives have you lived? You have lived the one that you are incarnated in at this time, but you have also had several other lives. You've been here many times. Some of the ones that would probably be calling out to your soul to connect with is the time of Atlantis, the time of Lemuria, the time of Egypt. We also see that you had a predominant life in Greece. We also see that there are several other lives that have been lived not too long ago from your third dimensional perspective within the last several hundred years. And even your soul has incarnated here twice at the same time. And so you are living dual experiences through your consciousness. You are here in a Lemurian time, you are here in Atlantean time, you are here in Egyptian time, but then later down the road you came and you experienced the divine feminine role and the divine masculine roles at the same time spread out. You're doing that now as well. Your starseed origins again have multi-dimensional levels to them. There is not just one, but the one that you would likely connect with the most would be the Pleiadian. For you were there before you came here. Okay, so your last star incarnation was in the Pleiadian energies. So your soul will resonate with those energies more so than the ones that you experienced before that. But prior to that, we see you in the Sirian, Lyran, and Arcturian lives. And so these traits, these characteristics will also be in your reality. They will be in your soul. And some may come out a little bit more predominant than another at certain times and junctures in your life. You may even feel that you are primarily one over the other. But again, as the creator of your reality, you can experience whatever you like. It is whatever you are aligning with vibrationally in that moment that resonates for you. And so in one moment you may primarily connect with the Pleiadian aspect, and in the next you may be primarily connecting with your Arcturian aspects. And this is for you to discover and uncover and to decode and utilize the energies, the codings, the frequencies of each of these characteristics, these frequencies that you carry to assist you in your life. The next question is asking about mission work with the counterpart and if there are more gifts for this person to unlock. And so they are asking basically that when they reunite with their counterpart, their other half, their twin flame, their mirror soul, what mission work will they be doing? Like many of the twin flames, many of the souls who are separated, when they come together, they do embark in mission work together. Some, it is more public, and some is more private. It depends on the incarnation, it depends on the energies and the frequencies that they are vibrating in, and it depends on what they choose to create together. And so really it comes down to it is your choice, whether you would like to work together on the grand scale or on the undercover scale. The grand scale being that you assist many others physically. You work with them one-on-one. It does not have to be physically done in the third dimensional aspect of touching and face-to-face. But you can assist many through your social media, through your webs, through all of this. There is energetic frequency around you. And whether you choose to do it publicly, to put it out there so that it reaches many, and it even reaches those who are not destined to reach it because it is just out there freely, you can do this. Even if you choose to do it privately, if you choose to just be incarnated together, working in your home together, on your soul, on your mission work inside of your soul, because that is ultimately what you are here to do, is to work on yourself. But through working on yourself, you do have that web of energy around you. And it reaches out. It affects the collective. And so still, it is the grand scheme of things. It is even more grand than the latter, but it is your choice what you would like to do. The deeper you go within, the deeper your work will impact others. If you choose to go inward and do your work and also share that work with others, that is something you could do as well. For what we see for you in this current timeline, in this experience, if you were to stay on the path that you are on in this moment and not reach over to another frequency or another experience, another life, and bring it into this moment, we see that if you are to stay on this current path, that the mission work would include a little bit of both. A little bit of working together privately, individually, because you do not have to do everything together, and also working together publicly to assist others. But really, it is your decision what you would like to do. And one of you may choose to be public, and one of you may choose to be private. Again, it's ultimately up to you what you would like. There are so many options available to you, which will put us into your next question about your gifts. Yes, there are many to unlock. You do not have to unlock any of them, but they are there to be unlocked. And if you stay on this path that you are on right now, you may only unlock a certain few. And if you only unlock a certain few, you may choose to only do so much of your soul work publicly. You will only want to do it privately. But if you unlock all of them, you will be called to step up, to share how you've done it, what you are doing, and share those gifts with the collective publicly. Your counterpart would do the same. And there's also another version of reality where you do this and your counterpart does not. They unlock their gifts, but they do not share them publicly. So again, the the timelines, the experiences, the things that you could be doing are going to vary depending on you. But yes, you have many gifts to unlock. You will be seeing more, you will be feeling more. You have this inside of you. There is nothing to do outside of you. It is all inside of you. All of you need to realize this, that there is no teacher. There is no class. There's no event that you can go to unlock these gifts. You can learn. You can tap in. You can experience others' versions of things. But ultimately it comes down to yourself. How you unlock yourself and what you find inside of yourself and how you choose to share that with the world. And being in a twin flame dynamic, you are both here with your free will determine what you do together. You have to honor each other and love each other unconditionally, no matter what you decide to do or not do. And honestly, we cannot give you just one direct, yes, you will do this, or yes, this gift will be unlocked, because there are so many versions available for you at this time. The best thing we can tell you is to follow your heart. And do not get distracted by outside influences. Do not get distracted in thinking the answers lie outside of you. Always go within for your answers and trust what your soul is calling for you to do in every moment. And encourage your counterpart to do the same. The next question is, how can we stop vibrating on scarcity and start vibrating in abundance? The answer for this is actually quite simple. You've already answered the question. You must stop vibrating in scarcity. It is a decision. It is a choice. You are the creator of your reality, and everything that is around you is a reflection of your thoughts. And you already know that you are vibrating on scarcity. So knowing this, it is your choice to stop thinking about it, to stop focusing on it, to stop living in that vibration of lack. When you go places, when you want to do things, the first thing that comes into your mind is, can I afford it? Do I have enough money? How much is it going to cost? Stop doing that. If something's calling out to your heart to do it. And the more that you do it, the higher your vibration will rise into this feeling of realizing that everything is available to you. And that there is no reason to limit yourself or to put a cap on what you can and cannot do based on money. Money is energy. Realize it is just energy that is there. It is pliable. It is stretchable. It is there for you to manipulate. And when you start living in this vibration of realizing that you are the creator and that your vibration is a direct reflection of your thoughts and your experiences, you must change the experiences and the thoughts that you are having surrounding it, surrounding that energy. Do not think about how much is there or how little is there. Just know that there is enough. There's always going to be enough. You are always going to be provided for. This earth has everything on it that you need. That is all you need to know, really, is that it's all here for you. And when you start to live in that vibration of realizing that you will always be provided for, that there is no harder bottom, there is no bottom that is going to have you die. There is no lack that will kill you, because the earth provides everything that you need. And the humans on your earth have even made it even more comfortable. They have given places for you to have shelter, soft bedding. There's heat, there is air conditioner, there's all these things available. There are public places that are open 24/7. There are places that are designed just to give and assist and help others that are feeling lack. And so really, there should not be a fear about not having, because you will always be provided for. Even the people who go to jail are provided for. They have harmed. They are being punished. But they're provided for. They even have TV and a bed and all those things. So think about this before you start to worry that you are not going to have something. Look around you at all that you do have. And start being grateful for it. giving gratitude for it, affirming, I am abundant, I am loved, I am nurtured, I am provided for, I have all that I need. My stomach is full, my house is warm, my bed is comfortable. Write down all the things that you are grateful for, all the things that are there around you. Start, as simple as it must be, start with, I am grateful for the air in my breath, in my lungs. I am grateful for the heart in my chest that is beating. It is simply just there already. You don't even think about it most of the time, but without it, you wouldn't be alive. If you should be a fear of anything, it should be that your heart to stop. Not that your money is low, or that you are lacking it, or that you are in a scarcity vibration. Be grateful for life itself. And when you are grateful for your life, grateful for all the things in it, whether they are good or bad or indifferent, just be grateful for that opportunity to experience it. And the more that you are vibrating out, the more that it will vibrate back towards you. So if you are going into places and you are thinking about, I don't have enough of this and I don't have enough of that, and and you come home and you look at the bills and you look at this and you're worried and that is what the universe hears and feels, and that is what it sends back, more of that vibration. So stop it. Make that conscious choice to stop. Become smart in your decisions, your choices, your experiences, where you go, what you put into your carriage, what you put into your mind, what you put into your body. Be mindful of it all. Give gratitude for it all. Give thanks and say, thank you. I am so grateful that I was able to have this. I am so grateful that the universe has provided me this. And the universe will provide more and more. It will get easier and easier and easier. But when you fall back down into those fears or those lower vibrations of lack, cancel them, clear them. The universe is just energy. And you are a conscious creator of that energy. So it is your decision to start consciously creating that energy to be in your favor, to be abundant. We also feel that eliminating those around you who live in the scarcity vibration, remove them. You do not need those reminders around you. And for those around you who like to see you in that vibration, because misery loves company, as you all say, remove them and watch how your life transforms. When we remove the people, the things in our lives that are keeping us down, or would like to see you down, you rise up rather quickly. And then you recognize just how powerful it was, and just how hurtful others can be towards your energy if you allow them to be. Do not feel bad. Do not feel sad for others who do not feel this way for you. And deep down in your gut, you know it. You can feel it. You know who's there for your highest and best, and you know who's holding you back. Remove them and watch yourself rise. Remove the fears and watch yourself rise. Forgive yourself when you fall down into those old patterns, and you will still rise. It is basically your physics. What you put out will come back. If you are in motion, you will stay in motion, and you will continue to grow. It is something that you have to be consistent with. You can't just sit down with a piece of paper and write out your affirmations and think that that's going to be it. No. You write down your affirmations. You read them every day. You take action steps in the physical to start changing that vibration. Start looking at the energy going up in your bank account. Start imagining it rising. Do a meditation where you are just visualizing that your numbers are increasing, that the things around you are increasing. Your value, your abundance inside of you is increasing. And as you do this inside of you, everything outside of you will increase. It is all a balancing act. It is all a manifestation. You are the creator. You will dictate how this goes. So just trust yourself and allow. The next question is, why do we dwell on personal matters instead of the good for all people? Why are we always focused on I? Many of the people on your planet are here, and they have incarnated into the third dimension, where there is duality and there is a heavy amount of ego. And this ego is programming. From the day that you were born, you are being given ideas, beliefs, things that just do not make sense to the soul. But to the ego, they feed it, they nourish it. You are told what is expected, what is right and what is wrong. And so all of you have your own ego. But ultimately, you all turn back to I. I this, I that. Which is a good thing, because you need to affirm the things into your life. I am abundant. I am loved. I am beautiful. I am healing. I am karma-free. Those are the types of things you would like to be saying after I. When you say, I want, that is coming from a place of ego. When you are looking at your situation and so worried about your situation, you're actually keeping yourself in the situation that you are worried about. It is through breaking free from the I mentality, breaking free of just trying to do your work solo. Like the previous question, worried about scarcity, worried about what is the amount of money that we have or the amount of things that are around us. You need to get rid of that. When you switch it up into service for others, the more that you give, the more you will receive. But your question is more, why? Well, it is because of your society. It is because these beliefs have been conditioned. And it is because of people being focused on the energy of money, the energy of appearances, of ego. You are told from the day that you were born what it is to have abundance, what it means to have your status, what it is to look good, what it is to be ugly, what it is to be happy, what it is to be sad, what it is to be fun, what it is to be boring, what it is to be a productive, beautiful person in this society, and what it is to be a dull, boring, lazy procrastinator. And so everybody is always worried about what they are doing instead of just being. Just allow yourself to be. Stop worrying so much about the outcomes. Stop worrying about what you look like, or what you have, or what you don't have, or what so-and-so likes, or what about this person, what about that person. Stop worrying about all of that. Stop looking at the things that are triggering these feelings inside of you of not being good enough, not beautiful enough. Half of the things that you are all looking at are fake. They've been manipulated to make you feel that way, to make your ego scream out for change. Many are getting plastic surgery. Many are spending money for assistance in the realm of their love lives. Many are spending money on items that they do not even need. They just buy them because other people want them or they look good. People spend considerable amounts of money on clothes that they could find for half the price or a third. Or they could just make their own clothes. There are so many things that people are focused on. Their looks, their this, their that. It is all these things. But it is all coming from society's conditioning. It has all been programmed, not only just through what you are told from the day that you are born until this moment, not just by what you see in your social media and around you, on magazines, on your TVs, on movies. It is passed down to you in your cells, in your atoms, your DNA. You've actually chosen to incarnate into the families that you've incarnated into so that you could heal some of these things, the beliefs that have held people back. The previous question about money, they likely have incarnated into a family with the core belief of lack, or that money is the root of evil, or that they will never be abundant, that they will always be poor, that they will never be lucky, things like that. And so that person will be working to heal those beliefs through reprogramming, reconditioning with new affirmations, new vibrations, new beliefs, and then passing that down. This is how you are in service, okay? You need to start passing down new beliefs, new energies, new cells and atoms that are not holding on to I. I need this, I need that, I need to look like this, I need to be like that. Get rid of it. Stop. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself you are beautiful. I am beautiful. I am amazing. And feel it. You may feel awkward, but you have to push through that. Continue to do it until it no longer feels awkward. But you trust it, you believe it on every core of your being, that you are enough, that you are balanced, that you are union within, that you are everything that you need to be in this moment, that you are perfection, you are energy, consciousness, purity, and light. And assist others. Stop worrying about yourself. You need to worry about yourself, but not on the ego way. Be in service to others as you navigate through this, as you predetermine things for yourself. You realize what is happening. You realize how you can assist others. That is when you start to reach out and affect them. Share the wisdom that you find within yourself. Share the information that has transformed yourself. That is how you can assist. That is how you can transform. That is how you can heal. But it all starts within. You must go within first. Do the mirror work. Do the affirmations. Stop looking at things that are not real. Or at least when you look at them, know that they are not real. Have that understanding underneath that the pictures have been manipulated to manipulate the mind, to make you feel that you are inadequate, so that you will spend money on things that you do not need, to change things that are not wrong with you. Think about it. When you walk down the street, do you see any of these people that are walking around on these airbrushed, perfectly beautiful, amazingly abundant, have everything they could possibly need? No, because it's not real. It is not real. You have to realize that you are real. Everything inside of you is real. And be content with that. And share it with others. The more that we give to others, the more the universe will bring to you to assist you. And the more that you will feel abundant and beautiful and accomplished. You won't even be worried about what is coming your way, because you will already feel good enough as you are. And that is what you need to be focused on healing society's conditioning and beliefs and standards. And this is where your question, that is where it comes from. That is why people are focused on it. And those who are in their twin flame journeys, they focus a little too much on the counterpart. They focus a little too much on the separation. And in turn, that's what they get. Separation with the counterpart. They put them on a pedestal, unreachable, and that is where they stay. They see them far away, so that is where they will be. Release the resistance. Realize they are inside of you, and they will come. We've had somebody who would like to know how to connect with the Pleiadians. It is very simple. They are already connecting with you. They connect with each of you. You are connecting with them in this moment by hearing these messages. But we know what you mean. You would like to connect with us one-on-one. Well, we are delivering you messages through your clocks, through the times, through your receipts, through license plates. We communicate in many different ways. We send many different animals with messages for you. Look them up in your phone or your computer to find the meaning of it, and allow your intuition to guide you to the meaning that is designed for you in that moment. Perhaps you see the hummingbird go by you. You look up, what does the hummingbird symbolize or represent? Do not just grab the first one on the top of your list. Allow your intuition to guide you to the answer that will give you the messages that is destined for you at that moment. Trust yourself, because many of the messages are going to come from yourself. It is your consciousness, for you have a higher self, an I am presence within the Pleiadian consciousness that is communicating with you. So really, you are always communicating. You are always channeling. And when you make that conscious choice to begin channeling, it will happen. one of the ways to assist this is to do the vortex, to open the vortex, to ground it down into the heart of Earth. When you feel that you have grounded it, ask for the assistance of the Pleiadians to anchor this vortex up into the light of Alcyon. Speed it up for protection so that you do not allow other energies into it, and transmute any lower dense vibrations inside of it so that the channel can come through clear, so the energy can come through clear, so that you can get the messages in the way that they are meant to be delivered to you. And that it is your choice. How would you like to do it? Would you like to write the messages? Would you like to speak the messages? Or would you like to just feel the messages? Whatever it is, make sure you intend it in your words. When you anchor up into that light of Alcyon, you would like to say, you would like to channel the messages in accordance with the will of your I Am Presence for the highest good, in the form of blank, in the form of writing, in the form of speaking, in the form of feeling, whatever it is. You know your gifts. If you are a predominant seer, then see the messages. If you are a predominant feeler, feel the messages. If you know that you write well, then write. Many who bring poetry into the world, many who sit down and journal, they are channeling energy. And it comes easily for them to do this. So you could do it that way. If you are somebody that just feels all the time, or you hear all the time, that is how you are going to bring in the messages. So figure out what your best gift is in this moment, and then use that gift to further your other gifts, to get the answers that you need to increase all of your gifts. We hope that this assists you, and if you would like to know how to open the vortex a little bit more in depth, you could listen and hear the way that the channel has done it many times before. In all of the meditations, in all of the Q&A videos, the vortex gets opened, so you can hear it a few times in a different way each time to help you to understand how you can really utilize it to bring different frequencies and energies into it. You can protect yourself, you can put the energy of amethyst there to assist you in seeing with your third eye, you could put the energy of quartz in there to amplify, you could put the energy of anything that you want, and the intention of anything that you want. It is your intention that will assist. You can go outside at night to communicate with the stars, use them as a pendulum. See them go one way for yes, another way for no, and then ask your questions. Really, it is limitless. There is your cards. There are so many ways for you to get your messages. The biggest part of it is trusting. Trust what you receive. And the more that you trust, the more it will come, the more it will evolve, and then you may find yourself delivering your own messages to others. We have a question about plants and the cannabis, the peyote, the mushrooms, ayahuasca, being used in ceremony, and how the Pleiadians feel about this. Is it condoned, or is it embraced as an awakening tool? We feel that your question is vast. We do feel that yes, it can be used as an awakening tool for some. For others, they have a potential to abuse. It is really a fine line. If you're going to use it in ceremony, be sure that the people around you do not have the tendency to overuse something, that they do not have an addiction problem, or that they're going to end up using this as a crutch in life, an escape mechanism. Although we do find that many who have abused drugs, many who have altered their consciousness, or altered their consciousness a little too much for a little too long, or became dependent on it, actually do awaken. And it is through the different drugs, the different things that they've done, that actually showed them they have another consciousness, that they are able to alter their perception, that they are able to open up to things that others do not see, others do not feel. Many go through their life very rigid. They don't feel things outside of what they're felt in the moment that they're always in. It is just very black and white. But those who experiment realize that there are other places that they can travel to, other feelings that they can connect with. So yes, we do think that if it is done appropriately, with somebody that you can trust, that they can be used to assist you in awakening. They can, yes, be used as a fast track in seeing, feeling, knowing, hearing things that others do not. However, there is some people who will become dependent upon them, so you would have to be sure that those people do not go too far. It's a fine balancing act. But yes, we do believe and embrace the use of these things, and we do believe and embrace the use of all drugs as long as they are used appropriately, and that they do not become something that somebody uses day to day in order to numb themselves. Some people do the complete opposite of what it is designed to do. The ceremony, the intention to awaken, to alter the consciousness, to understand that there is something outside of yourself and that there is something deep inside of yourself. Instead, they end up numbing themselves from feeling the world, from feeling or healing things that they've experienced in this reality. And so they have to rise out of that. But still, they usually, when they rise out of it, they do have an awakening, and they do have this understanding that there is more. So either way it is can be seen as a way to awaken people. But it is also something that has to be done delicately. And it has to be in accordance with that person, their beliefs, their energies, and how they interact with this world. So yes, we do believe in it. We embrace it. But with all things, we must be careful not to overdo it. Which actions should be taken as we enter 2019? How can the light workers embrace? How can they assist 2019? Many of you have been on this journey for a while. Many of you have awakened long ago, and you have been doing your work. You have been ascending upwards through your energies. Many of you are now coming into union with your counterparts and working together there. Many of you are now assisting others. You are in service one-on-one with people to bring them healings, to bring them readings, to bring them things that are going to assist their collective consciousness with inside of themselves and outside of themselves to the people that they interact with. But if you would like to continue to further this, every time you do anything, be intending that it is for the highest and best of not only yourself, but every person on this planet. Anchor and open the vortex as many times as you can for yourself and for those around you to transmute the energies of where you are going, what you are doing. Assist others, transmuting and releasing any negativity that is around them. And also intending that every time there is a portal, every time that there is an eclipse or a moon or whatever it is that is happening on your planet at that time, that those energies are further being activated down into the core of Earth so that it can ripple out around it in a torrid field, in this energy of infinite connection that is infinitely flowing back and out and back and out and back and out to assist everybody here. See and envision that everybody is connected with this little map of consciousness. And every time you have a positive thought, it is turning things on, it is awakening them more, it is assisting the vibration and rising. Individually, what things you could do to assist not only yourself but others is actually taking care of yourselves better, taking more time out to meditate, taking more time out to just be, just to relax, to actually put your hands and your feet and your body on the earth, to connect and to listen to her. For it is her that needs the assistance the most at this time. But through helping her, you help all on her. See her as the heartbeat of the collective. Without her, the collective would not live or survive. So give all of your work and your energy to her. Stop worrying so much about what others are doing or not doing. The more that we focus on the love of Gaia and the vibration of Gaia rising, the more it will ripple out of the earth into the feet of the people that are standing on it, into their energy fields, into their consciousness, and into their own torrid fields that infinitely move through them and around them, through them and around them. And each time one of them bumps into another, it does the same. And it is going back and forth of an energy just rippling around. Envision this. And also take care of yourselves. Take care of your bodies. Nurture your bodies. Stop putting things into your bodies that you know are not going to make you feel good. Stop doing the things that you know that are going to harm you, whether it is through thought or action. Elevate yourself. Disengage from the programming. Disengage from the social media. Disengage from the things that are making you feel inadequate or making you feel that you're not good enough, or reminding you just how horrible things are in certain places and things around you. Stop focusing on that and start focusing on the good. Just like in all things, if we want to manifest more good, we have to be grateful for what is good. Everybody is so focused on what's not good and all of the things that are wrong and bad and all the downfalls and the illusions and the egos and the greed. And that is why it is coming more and more and more. So the light workers are here to bring it back up, to not focus on that, to track along the timelines, to find the vibrations that serve, and to anchor them into this now moment, to raise the collective consciousness, and to infinitely web it into the weaving of consciousness that is happening. And know that things are evolving, things are rising. Things are constantly moving upward on a scale of consciousness and energy. Do not worry for the collective so much more. Be grateful for the opportunity to assist. Continue your work one-on-one with people. But every time you do your work one-on-one with people, whether it is just planting a seed by saying something that you know may trigger a new belief into them, or whether it is something as big as doing a guided meditation with them, or whether you are doing a healing session or a reading or whatever it is that you do with each other. It does not matter what it is. It can be very tiny or it can be very big. But every time you work, whether it is one person or many, imagine that all people in all places are being affected by it, in all timelines, in all versions of the realities. That way you are covered. You are rippling it out. And the more of you that do this, the easier it will flow. And the more it will happen, the more it will happen, the more it will happen, and it will flow, and it will flow, and it will flow. So teach people this. Teach people to not be just serving themselves, serving the I. Teach people to serve all. We've had somebody ask about their calling. They're going to be working in a hospital, but they would like to know if they should be doing something else or if they are going to be heading somewhere else. And we find that many people ask these questions. Many people go through school, they learn, and they have a degree, they have an understanding, they have a plan, and they are ready to embark out on their journey to work. And for whatever reason, right before this time, they begin to doubt. They begin to wonder, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? For some, the answer is no. And for some, the answer is yes. But there is a part inside of each of you that doubts. That doubts all the work that you've done, doubts all of the stuff that you've learned, doubts your path. And ultimately, as the creator of your reality, it is your decision what it is that you are going to do or where you are headed. And you don't have to limit yourself just because you are starting out on this path or this career. You can very much work this career and do other things at the same time. Think about how much time it took to learn and to get your education and to start this path. Just because you now decide that you maybe want to do something else doesn't mean that you get to just stop and go do it. If you want to do something else, you also have to learn and build and grow that. So, for many of the light workers, the things that they were learning along the path while they were awakening or accelerating will assist them in sustaining as they continue to learn and grow and to pursue their soul calling. And many can merge these two things together, particularly if you're in a health field. If you're going to be a nurse or doctor, and you want to be a healer as well, well, what better place to be than there? Because you can truly assist people. As a nurse, you could perform Reiki on your people and also give them medication and check on them and communicate with them, elevate their consciousness, the beliefs that are inside of them that are keeping them ill. Same thing as a doctor. The same thing in all of the health fields. If you wanted to be a counselor, you could employ meditation into your counseling. But we find many people doubt their calling. They doubt their path. Everybody is exactly where they are meant to be, and everybody learns exactly what they were meant to learn to assist them as they awaken, as they integrate, as they climb the scales of their evolution. And it really is ultimately the decision of each individual to do what they want to do what feels right to them. So we say, go on your path and see if it feels correct. And if it does not feel correct, adjust it every time you feel that you need to adjust it until it feels 100% correct in an alignment. And if eventually that scale has tipped to the point where you are no longer doing that and you are now doing something else, well, great. But it is your decision, and it will be an evolution, just like you have evolved from the day that you were born to now. You didn't know any of the things that you know now then. And if you did, your life would be completely different. But everything you've experienced was for a purpose and a reason. Everything you've healed is for a purpose and a reason. Everything that you're going to go through is for a purpose and a reason. Remember that and adjust accordingly along your path. And never doubt where you are on the path. Just trust it, embrace it, and allow it to evolve and grow. There's no wrong way to awaken. There is no wrong way to heal. And there is no wrong way to be. Just be and adjust so that you can continue to be happy, balanced, loved, supported, and nurtured. And we know that there was a question that came prior to, there was one asking about advice for the blue rays. We did talk about this previously. But we would like to say at this time that many of the blue rays have been experiencing deep depression, deep sadness inside of them, tears, memories of things that have hurt them. It is coming up to be purged. There is darkness inside that needs to be illuminated. The light needs to go inside and shine. Many of the blue rays need to do work with their inner child. Many need to figure out why they feel the need to support everyone else outside of them except for themselves. Why they have this feeling that they need recognition or support from others outside when they should be supporting and recognizing who they are inside. Many are feeling sadness, disconnection. Many are longing to connect with people that maybe were not so nice in the past or did not serve them in the past. It is not that they are wanting to be hurt again, it is just that they are wanting to heal and mend things for themselves. So we would say that instead of reconnecting with anything that you know could be harmful to you, send energy to the people that you have had falling out with, people that you have had disillusions with, people that have hurt your heart. Just send love to them, forgive them from afar, and protect yourself. For the people who have been feeling sadness, grief, and they do not know where it's coming from, you need to go inward. You need to work with your inner child to figure out what belief inside of you is triggering it. If you feel that you do not belong, if you feel that you are alone, you need to realize and recognize that you are never alone, that you are surrounded and supported by so many beings of light, and that if you could go inside and just be with yourself and heal with yourself, stop running from yourself, you would realize that there's no reason to look outside for others, because everything you need is inside of you. All of the healing is inside. All of the answers are inside. It is only when you go inside that you can truly connect with all that are around you. It's the only time that you can really hear all of the people that are outside of you in spirit, in other dimensions, in other frequencies and energies. They are there, begging to work with you, begging to connect with you. Many of you are running from yourselves. And in running from yourselves, you are running from all those beings around you. And many are looking for distractions outside of themselves, looking for other people to connect with, to distract them from themselves. But if they would just look inside, they'd realize how much support and love is inside of them. Stop looking for another person to complete you. Stop looking for anything to make you better. And realize everything is inside of you to make you better. And everything is inside of you to make you whole and united in love. And when you feel those waves of sadness, separation, allow them to be there. Feel them. Work through them. Do not run from them. Do not try to ignore the tears or ignore the fears. You must face them and reprogram them and heal them. If you ever want to evolve out of the energy of consciousness that you are in. And if you are ready to connect with soul members on the physical planes, do not put yourself down low enough to connect with people who are going to drain you or harm you or take from you. See your worth in knowing that it is better to be alone than to be around those who are self-serving. It is better to be alone than to surround yourself in the energies that are going to drain you or take from you. Those who just want to have this, have this, have this, have this. Recognize, recognize, recognize. Be perfect. You do not need that in your life. And when you feel comfortable and confident in yourself and who you are, 100%, that is when you will attract others to you, who ripple that to you. So if you have been feeling alone or isolated, recognize that it may be a benefit to you, so that you are not attracting those to you who are going to take and manipulate, hurt, prod, steal, lie. You don't need that. We don't need people taking. You need to go inside of yourself and give to yourself. The more that you do that, the more people that will come to you of an authenticity. They will be there to deliver to you things that you are delivering to yourself because they've delivered them to themselves. So it will be equal exchanges of energy. There will be no taking or having to just give. There will be an even exchange of energy going back and forth through the energies of yourselves and the people that are attracted to you because you are balanced and whole. Many are going through the dark night of the soul type of energies at this time. Embrace them. Become the night. Slash the darkness and allow the light to come in and radiate you up and out of your fears and your sadness and your grief. It's no longer time to be a victim of the things that happened or didn't happen or do happen or don't happen. It is time to be the victory, the warrior who creates, who makes the things that happen, who defeats the things that they do not want to happen, the beliefs that they do not want to harbor, the feelings of themselves, of a lower vibration. Allow yourself to just do the work that is needed to be done, and the more work that you do inside of yourself, the better the things will be outside of yourself. We hope that these messages assisted you, and we thank you. Okay guys, thank you very much. You can like or dislike, comment. I'll be doing this again in probably a couple of weeks. If you want to add questions, you can add questions for the next one. I don't know. I can't remember what else I was going to say, but thank you guys very much. In Mune, namaste.